Alright everyone, welcome back to the Great War, Western Front. Last time, we made some serious gains. We went through our turn. We actually ended our turn. We got more wartime taxes unlocked. We are nearly ready to finish the encirclement of Verdun. That's our primary objective right now. Then our focus will go to the Ypres salient and taking Dunkirk. Really need to manage to take Dunkirk because 1,000 gold and 700 supply would help a lot for the war effort. So, before we do anything, like for example, we may want to move some troops to Morhang, and maybe even give it a supply depot because they have 10 corps in Nancy. So, yeah, nah. Metz is where we will attack Bar-le-Duc. So let's go ahead and do that right now. See how that goes. We should be able to take it. We have 8 possible light guns in reserve to help us absolutely suppress them. I will say this, it makes the game a lot easier, but if I were to change one thing about this game, the biggest thing I can think of that's a glaring historical problem is how easily it is that both us and the AI can coordinate our artillery fire with the movement of our troops and everything. It's way too easy to coordinate. Put it here, 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 and here. Move the troops right now, here, 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 and there. In World War I, it was a chaotic mess. They had barrages and things. They tried to time things, but many times the guys would get there too soon. They get barraged by their own artillery, etc. So there were just a lot of different things. Now, of course, finding a good way to do that as far as the game mechanics are concerned might not be such an easy task. But if there was one thing I'd try to fix myself to improve the game, and it's historicity, that would probably be the primary thing that I would look to do. Alright, let's try to set up some artillery here that would benefit us greatly. Not sure how well that will reach A. I like my defensive point here, but for us going offensive mainly, it's actually become more of a detriment to us, unfortunately. So, you know, I mean, there's that, but I think I'll go ahead and put that there. That gives us 4, and I'd really like one more, to be honest. But I don't see it reaching point A very well anyway. Let's see. That'll be all the artillery. How many Bavarian troops do we have? Excellent.
Melde mich zum Dienst. Verstärkung macht Meldung. Verstärkung bereit.
Awesome. Immune to weather.
Melde mich zum Dienst. Verstärkung macht Meldung. Verstärkung bereit.
Okay. I may have gotten overzealous here. Hold on. Let me fix this real quick, guys. I was placing troops, and I wasn't thinking, hey, wait a second. We kinda need some of these troops to protect the other defense lines. That might be somewhat of a good thing to do. Oh no. No. We weren't thinking about that, were we? Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, that looks good. That gives us 910 supply to do our thing. Here we go. We're gonna see if we win this battle, we encircle Verdun. They can't attack out of there, and that means they have to try to attack either this region or another one that connects to it in order to free their troops. And after a certain amount of turns, it will surrender to us. We're gonna wait. We're gonna see if they attack us. I'm fully expecting that they will. We're going to head with them into the woods just to be sure that our guns are good right there. And we're going to do the same thing here. Alright, just to be sure. We can't afford to lose our artillery. Not with how expensive it is, and not with how important it is. Our artillery saves many, many lives. Which also saves gold, though. I really am concerned with the lives of my men. Unlike some of the commanders in this war, I do not like undue or unnecessary casualties. I know there are times when casualties are going to happen, but as I said, I believe in episode 1, I'd like to do my best to make sure that whenever my men do die, it's worth something. It's worthwhile, not just an inch. Alright. And I may not always be successful at that, but that is the goal. That's the general idea. So, let's get ready for our full-scale assault here on this right flank. We are just going to go at them with everything we've got. As per usual right now. Machine guns are bad, but as of... Ooh, okay. That's not good. Ouch. Okay. Very interesting. I'm going to retreat them because they're almost down. Okay. Time to move up. Time to take it. Excellent. Alright, and I'm going to call in one more soldier here to protect our guns. Hopefully their heavy artillery does not want to turn us into paste, but there's a real good chance of that, so we aren't going to be counting on any of that kind of thing. Alright. That artillery can reach, barely reach here, so that's going to go there. They can reach the rest of the trench line, and these 4 can't do anything. So I have 3 more. So we're going to send them in, and we're going to keep these units in reserve in case we lose those trench battles. They'll be there to attempt to get in the trench quickly and help retake it. Absolutely crucial. As we get closer, I will need to drop artillery here as well. Hopefully that covers any machine gun nests that they have. It does not. Alright, good to know. I was hoping that would be placed enough to do that. It's not. They're going to have to pull back. That's not fantastic. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's bad. Oh wow. Yep, they are using their artillery fairly effectively at the moment. No surprise there. None whatsoever. They are denying these positions to me, causing more casualties. Not thrilling, but such it is. Oof. Machine gun nest is opening fire once again. That gun can't do anything yet. That's not great. Okay, we can do something about that. Ooh, we are taking some heavy fire again. We've got to put a stop to that. Let me make sure they're all in column again. You're going to retreat. You're shot to crap, basically. Alright, you get in there. You get in there. Y'all get in there. Y'all better get ready to charge. Alright, you're going in there. I don't want you going in there.
Wir wollen diesen Abschnitt haben.
I want y'all to move on here.
Achtung, wir haben neue Befehle.
Alright. Let's see what we can do. Looking fairly rough right now.
Diese Position mit Sperrfeuer belegen.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
Alright, still moving.
Bereit machen.
Warten auf Befehle.
Achtung. Wir haben neue
Set them in
Befehle.
column
Wir haben neue
so we can
Befehle.
put these guys in the trenches. Don't want them to get massacred.
Positionen vorbereitet.
They're about to begin firing on us again, however, unfortunately.
Mannschaften bereit.
Wir müssen los.
Alright, taking positions.
Seid bereit, Jungs.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
Ouch. That ain't pleasant.
Feuerstufe bereit machen.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Jetzt auf ein Laufschiff.
Alright. The battle is going okay, I suppose. Suppress them, and then we're moving in.
Wir müssen los. Kolonne bilden. Jetzt auf ein Laufschiff.
Good timing, too. They're about to hit us with some massive amounts of artillery. Hopefully they won't get too many of my guys in that artillery barrage. Come on, move, boys. Let's get a move on.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Wir haben neue
We lost the
Befehle.
center because they did reinforce it. We'll get it. But, yikes. I forgot about you guys down here. Y'all avoided some enemy artillery.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
Get in that trench right there. We need to take this position.
Warten auf Befehle.
Alright, we lost out to them there in that trench, but we're going to hit them again. We'll take them. We'll take them. We will have victory. Verdun will be ours. Retreat. Retreat. Ah, yes. Let's not get bombed, shall we?
Neue Befehle einnehmen.
That'd be excellent.
Achtung an die Linie. Zusammenstellen. Bewegt
Warten auf Befehle. Reihen schließen.
They are relentless in their assault, aren't they? No, I didn't want you running out there, actually. You just got yourself exposed to fire. You're protected in their command bunker, dude. What are you doing? Don't do that. Oh, my. All right. I can see you've never been to the front before, sir.
Wir
All
haben
right.
neue Befehle. Ausrücken. Kolonne bilden.
Bereit machen. Jetzt aber im Laufschiff. Schulter an Schulter. Achtung. Ausrücken. Eilmarsch.
They may decide to counterattack. Maybe a good idea to keep these guys here.
Haben neue Befehle. An die Linie.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Unterwegs.
I do need to bring more troops up, but I'd rather bring them in here where they're less likely to get hit by artillery.
Warten auf Befehle. Feuerstellung einnehmen.
They are hammering this area with artillery. They are not happy.
Bereit machen. Wir müssen
They probably know they don't have the manpower to really do anything about it.
Jetzt auf ein Laufschritt.
Good news is our troops inside the command bunker area, they're safe.
Achtung. Wir müssen los.
They are safe.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Feuerstufe bereit machen. Wir haben neue
Wir
Befehle.
haben neue Befehle. An der Linie.
Ah, yes, here comes their inevitable attack. Alright, time to bring in some extra troops here.
Wir kommen wohl zu spät zur Party. Melde mich zum Dienst. Verstärkung macht Meldung. Warten auf Befehl.
They are going to make an attempt to take their trench back. Valiant. I should say brave, but foolish, my friend. Alright, very good. Our boys there in the woods took a little bit of fire, but we're dealing with the problem. They are still counterattacking. And we are winning that fight currently. Which is excellent indeed.
Verstärkung bereit.
Still fighting for control of that trench.
Achtung! Bereit an der Linie.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
Alright.
Reihen schließen.
Time to move out.
Wir müssen los. Kolonne bilden. Bereit machen.
And we are ready to hit A now. Leaving several troops here to protect the post, but otherwise it's happening. We're doing it.
Achtung!
Achtung.
Diese Stellung gehört
All right.
uns.
Here we go, boys.
Seid
Now,
bereit,
let's see. You can't reach it, but you can. Excellent.
Befohlen. Alle Waffen diese Position mit Sperrfeuer belegen. Wir haben unsere Ziele. Sperrfeuerpositionen vorbereiten.
Nothing can reach right there. That's not great. I'm not quite sure why they're not shooting at us. Ah, there they go. All right. I guess we're finding out that they are in fact shooting at us.
Seid bereit, Granaten für leichte Sperrfeuer. Diese Stelle Feuerbefehle.
It's all right. We may not be able to suppress the back line, but we can most certainly suppress the front lines. That is a machine gun over there. That's not great. And they are counterattacking. They are not pleased.
Diese Position mit Sperrfeuer belegen. Wir haben unsere Sperrfeuer befohlen. Feuer!
Alright, that's excellent.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Schulter an Schulter.
Oof, we are getting chewed up over here. It's not great. Big part of the problem is our lack of range.
Positionen vorbereiten. Granaten für leichte diese Stelle. Wir haben neue Befehle. Feuerstellung einnehmen.
We have plenty more troops. I'm not going to waste these guys on this assault here. We're gonna change strategies.
Die Generäle wollen diesen Abschnitt haben. Bewegt euch. Wir halten hier. Wir halten hier die Stellung.
Yikes, that was rough.
Wir haben neue Befehle. An der Linie. Wir haben neue Befehle. Warten auf Befehle. Bereit machen. Achtung, auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen.
Alright, we're just gonna put everybody in here. I don't want to lose the command bunker. But we are gonna try something else.
Verstärkung bereit.
Melde mich zum Dienst.
We're gonna go after B next. Yep, here they come. They are counterattacking. Look at that.
Mannschaften bereit. Für Sperrfeuerwalze einleiten.
Alright, very good. I'm confident they can... Oh, haha. That's a lot of Frenchmen. That is a whole lot of Frenchies. Wow. That's a lot of Frenchmen. Alright.
Diese Stellung gehört uns.
Bereit machen. Wir halten hier die Stellung. An Schulter.
Alright. Good thing our artillery is doing an excellent job over there. You gotta hold up for the rest of the boys there.
Bereit machen. Jetzt aber im Laufschritt. Wir müssen diese Stellung.
Oh boy.
Schwenkt's die weiße
They
Fahne.
are beginning to get overrun.
Verstärkung macht Meldung.
Diese Position
That's
mit
not
Sperrfeuer
fantastic.
Legionen vorbereiten. Mannschaften bereit. Feuer befohlen. Seid bereit, Jungs. Granaten für leichte Sperrfeuerbefehle.
Alright. Well, we are suppressing them successfully. Calling in more troops. We've got to hold off for our artillery support here just a moment. Because our artillery is focusing on this problem. And what a problem it is. What an incredible problem. Yikes. Okay.
Verstärkung bereit.
Mannschaften bereit. Sperrfeuerwalze befohlen.
Wir können hier nicht gewinnen.
Oh wow, y'all are coming up from there. That's not great. That's not where I wanted you to come up there from. That's, okay. Would have been nice if they at least come from Y, but they're not even doing that. Okay.
Seid bereit, Jungs.
Very interesting situation here that we are faced with.
Sperrfeuer belegen. Feuerbefehle.
It looks like they might just take it back.
Warten auf Befehle.
Alright, well, let's take B.
Diese Stellung gehört uns.
Yikes.
Ladet sie nach. Sperrfeuer. Wir haben unsere Ziele vorbereiten. Mannschaften Granaten für leichte Sperrfeuerladen. Feuert auf diese Stellung. Sperrfeuerwalze laden. Feuerwalze einleiten. Feuerwalze befohlen. Feuern.
Bereit machen.
Wow, B looks like a tough nut to
Diese
crack.
Stellung halten.
But we're gonna give it everything we got. Wow, they are swarming that position. Absolutely swarming it.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
Neue Befehle.
Ladet sie nach. diese Position mit Sperrfeuer belegen. Wir haben unsere Ziele vorbereiten befohlen. Mannschaften bereit. Granaten für leichte Sperrfeuer laden.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Reihen schließen.
Seid bereit, Jungs. Bereit für Feuerbefehle.
Bereit machen.
That's not good for these guys. That machine gun is about to open up.
Wir müssen los. Wir haben neue Befehle. Jetzt
That's extremely bad.
Ladet sie nach.
Alright, come on, machine gun. Let's not.
Warten auf Befehle.
Let's just not, shall we? That'd be great, thanks.
Wir sind unterwegs. Bereit machen. Bewegt euch. Achtung. Wir müssen
We need to get this rear line quickly before they realize what we're doing and they help take the position.
Positionen vorbereiten. Mannschaften bereit. Sperrfeuerwalze bereit, Jungs.
Die Arme hoch, Jungs. Wir haben neue Befehle.
Alright, be great if y'all would let me select you. That'd be fantastic. Okay, cool. Yep, and they have taken back their command post. That's not great. Definitely tell that this is going to be a little more hard fought than we were hoping. They are definitely giving one last hurrah with this one. Most definitely giving a last hurrah.
Achtung, die Generäle wollen diesen Abschnitt haben.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
How about you go up in the woods
Ausschwärmen.
and just keep an eye out for us for a moment? We're going to try to take point A from the other flank.
Warten auf Befehle.
Unfortunately, our supplies are dwindling very quickly.
Warten auf Befehle. Wir halten hier die Stellung.
Wir sind eingetroffen und warten auf Befehle.
Let's see.
Feuerbefehle. Ladet sie nach.
Man, not having anything in range of that last line of defense is not fantastic at all. At all.
Bereit machen. Diese
At all.
Stellung gehört uns.
Not very good.
Positionen vorbereitet. Diese Position mit Sperrfeuer belegen. Alle Waffen abfeuern. Mannschaften bereit. Sperrfeuer befohlen. Wir
Well, at least we can put
unsere
something
Ziele.
right there.
Granaten für leichte Sperrfeuer
Okay.
laden.
Bereit machen. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen.
Achtung.
Achtung. In
Send you to the
Stellung.
front trench there.
Warten auf Befehle. Diese Stellung gehört uns.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Wir müssen diese Stellung
Bereit
halten.
machen. Wir müssen diese Stellung halten.
Alright, let's go. Come on. Everybody move.
Neue Befehle. Wir haben neue Befehle. Warten auf
Diese Stellung.
Bereit für Feuerbefehle. Für
Alright, we're going to try to
Sperrfeuerwalze
do
laden.
something about that back line there.
Sperrfeuerwalze vorbereiten. Mannschaft, diese Position mit Sperrfeuer belegen. Bereit, Jungs.
Alright, that's all we got. Y'all got to make it work. You boys have got to make this work. We've got to take this position, and we've got to take it now.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Bereit an der Linie. Wir haben neue Befehle.
Bereit für Feuerbefehle. Befohlen. Unsere Ziele. Ladet sie nach. Granaten für leichte Sperrfeuer laden.
Gefechtsformation.
Here they come. They're sending their boys back over here.
Bereit machen. Achtung. Ausrücken.
Move to the trench above. Alright, you boys all need to get into more of a fighting situation here. You boys are moving up. We might be able to have one gun that can... Yeah, we need to do something about that. Let's see, which gun can we use? Wow, okay, we can actually do something about that. That's interesting. Kind of laying a trap for them here now. That's good. But now it's time to take that trench, shall we? Oh no. No, no, no. What are you doing? No, 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 no. Get back in that trench. What are you doing? Don't be stupid. What are you doing? Oh man, you boys almost got shot to frickin' pieces. What were you thinking? Here we go. Alright, we're taking a position. Excellent. You're retreating, because you're basically done for. Alright, bring in the riflemen. Gonna bring up these Bavarians. And likewise, bring them up. Alright. Gonna have these infantry move up and take out their artillery. They probably don't have any supply left for it, but still it's better to take it out than not. Not to mention we have the objective to destroy 3 artillery companies, which of course is exactly what we're doing. Excellent. Now they've got to be basically spent. I can't imagine they have a whole lot left to protect all of this. They spent a lot taking that command post back. They expended a lot of troops and supplies to do that.
Warten auf Befehle. Wollen diesen Abschnitt haben.
Achtung! Diese Stellung gehört neue Befehle. Wir müssen diese Stellung...
Gonna make our final push here. See what we can do. This is one of the most important finishing moves to a battle, one of the most important assaults or pushes we're making on a trench line. With this, we will encircle Verdun. That is such an excellent advantage to our war effort. It's difficult to even describe how important this is. Here we go. Okay, they're getting ready to fight us. Those 4 guns can't help. Amazingly, this one can do something.
Achtung! Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen! Auf der Feuerstufe bereit! Wir müssen diese Stellung Befehle! Wir haben neue Befehle! Wir haben neue Befehle! Die Generäle wollen diesen Abschnitt haben!
I imagine they don't have much left to defend this area with, actually. We are receiving fire from somewhere, however.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Wir halten
We'll move them down here.
Feuerstellung einnehmen.
Fairly certain that's where the enemy fire is coming from.
Positionen
I'm
vorbereitet.
going to put a stop to that. Excellent. Well, this is it right here. We take this command post, and that's it for them.
Bereit an der Linie. Achtung! An
They
die
will have
Linie.
been totally spent here. They actually put up a very valiant defense, more than I expected. No, you're going to lose anyway. We're going to continue the attack. That was a tough fight. That was a tough fight. Our artillery didn't have the range it needed for most of A. Lost a bunch of troops there. They retook the headquarters. That doesn't happen to me very often early game. Late game, when you have tanks and things and you can get a little bit of a breakthrough, you tend to do it quite often, and so does the enemy. But here, that was very interesting. That was very well played
Wir
by
haben
the
neue
AI.
Befehle. Feuerstellung einnehmen.
And that's the battle. Excellent. Sweep. Alright. See how we did. I don't imagine I got the medal for the preservation or perseverance or life medals. Okay, I still got perseverance. But life medal, we did not. We still lost a lot of men. They killed 7,890 troops. We killed 8,200 and almost 50. So we still killed more, which is the attacker is amazing. That was pretty tough though. 902 gold lost, so we are down to. So we actually lost 702 gold in this one. We lost a lot of elite troops. Them losing 1353.8 though, that's really bad for them. That's excellent for us. Excellent. That was a really good battle. That was tough, but that was good. Alright, defeat 3 artillery companies. Heavy artillery companies, we got it. Now, this ain't going to start showing that it's cut off just yet until their turn starts. Then they'll realize, oh crap, we have 6 corps behind enemy lines, we can't do anything. They're likely going to move as much as they can here to try to break back through to Verdun. And I'm certain that Nancy is going to send an attack to probably Bar-le-Duc. If they don't attack Bar-le-Duc, they're attacking Morhang. But we are going to reinforce our territories because we actually don't need these 3 areas to defend anymore.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Bewegt euch.
See, 3, 4, and 4.
Warten auf Befehle. Jetzt aber im Laufschritt.
Bar-le-Duc is the only location here we don't have extra supplies. I could put them in Morhang, but I'm putting them here in Bar-le-Duc because we have to hold this at all costs. There's just no excuse. We've got to hold it. Let's see. They're faced by 2. That's 3 and 4 corps.
Bereit machen.
That leaves me with 3 corps. Let's send them to Lille. Rethel, that's 3 and 4 corps.
Achtung.
Leave ourselves with 3 corps. Send them to Arras.
Neue Befehle gehen ein.
Also to Lille.
Wir haben neue Befehle.
Also to Arras.
Wir haben neue
And we're going to
Befehle.
send one of these to... Yeah.
Wir müssen los.
Salmanahu. Alright, let's see this. So that's 4, 5, 5, 4.
Warten auf Befehle.
We're going to send a few of the elite troops here also. I normally use them to defend, but we really need to shore up our line.
Jetzt aber im Laufschritt. Bereit machen. Ausrücken.
And then we get ready for the offensive against the Ypres salient. We don't really have gold to do another attack. I would have liked to do another attack this turn, but the brutality of the attack on Bar-le-Duc spent our gold reserves, which is another reason why I rush down here to get the gold reserves bonus each turn. And also, it just benefits you more the earlier you get it. But that will help replenish all of this for our aggressive offensives. So now, it's only 1 against 3. They don't have any supply either. It's not fantastic. It's not fantastic at all. We might have to move something there. 3, 3, 3, 2, 6, 6, 3, and 3. That's 12 core in Nancy. Yikes. Sauerburg, I'm not sure if we can defend that effectively. The good news is if they take one of those stars, it's not going to do too much for them at the moment. And they can't have enough gold for many attacks. They're most likely going to attack somewhere in here to retake Verdun. So we're going to end turn and see what happens. They did not have enough gold for any attack. Alright, gold reserves 1400. Excellent. Recruitment in action. We got German conscripts and German infantry corps. So events, a few of the technologies in the tech tree and certain like phases in the game are the only way to get new corps. You can't buy corps. But in the same token, you can't lose corps. Even if you lost every unit in a corps in an attack or something, that corps would still be around. Basically, they're like, yeah, on paper we still have the corps, so we're just going to assign new troops to that. It'll be a whole fresh corps, basically. And they'll eat up your gold reserves to replenish the troops in it. So, there's that. That's excellent, though. We needed some recruitment. Let's see what this says. Food rationing minus 10 national will. In an effort to conserve resources, Germany issues every citizen and neutral foreign national in its borders a bread ration card. These cards limited the amount of bread anyone could purchase to 225 grams, or 8 ounces, per day. Yeah, not very fun for our people. Not great. So we'll see how that goes. Ooh, 6 corps there. They got 3 at Paris and 3 in Calais. So that makes our job there a little bit more difficult, but that's alright. Information. They want us to research agent housing and build a level 1 safe house to get 5 national will. Early game, the safe house just isn't that useful. This is agent housing, is it? No. Agent housing is here. Reduces the cost of region intel, army intel, counterintelligence missions for the region by 10%. Reveals all structures as well as current supply levels. See, I'm not real hip on that. I really want wartime bonds. We do have 5 turns to do it, but it will take 2 turns to get it. 2 techs. But for some national will, I do like to complete all the objectives if I can, though. Espionage is a dangerous business. While we can do little to aid spies in enemy territory, we can certainly provide for more protection while they work behind the scenes in our own. Okay. Well, I'm going to ignore that for now, because I don't really need that right now, and we're going to see how that goes. So this turn we have 1,676 gold left. These 6 core, or 5 core. I wonder how they got 1 core out of there. I was certain they had 6 core there that's trapped now. Anyway, right here you see regions surrounded. The region is surrounded by regions controlled by the enemy. While surrounded, you cannot attack out of the region and cannot move units into or out of the region. The region will lose 1 star per turn while surrounded. If all stars are lost, the region will be captured by the enemy. You must be able to trace a line of friendly regions from the command region to this region to break the surrounded state. So they're in big trouble. Not a lot going down on here. Now, Nancy, I don't know if you noticed, but they moved a ton of troops out of there. They only have 2 corps. They did have 12. So they've shored up the line over here. They're getting ready for an offensive. Very interesting. And they reinforced the Ypres salient a little bit. But I'm not going to attack Ypres yet. I plan to attack La Bussière and Hazebrouck. And go for Dunkirk. We are going for Dunkirk. I have 6 turns to get Dunkirk. It will take 3 turns, potentially, if I'm attacking from one spot to take Dunkirk. So that means we have 3 turns to reach Dunkirk. So each turn we have to take 1 star at Hazebrouck. Now, if I can get either Ypres or Calais with Hazebrouck, and we can attack more than once in a turn for Dunkirk, it could just take 1 or 2 turns left. But 6 turns to plan that. So, alright guys, we won our main objective, surrounding Verdun. We still have to hold that. However, we have supply in the region. We're going to begin to move much of our strength up here to be able to take Dunkirk and deal with that problem, complete that objective. We will be doing that in the next episode. That was a really hard-fought battle. I'm going to call it here. Thank you guys for joining me. Excellent battle. Until next time, God bless.